races, you're not used to not operating at those sorts of speeds, and we've got a new change of leader now at the front. Just trying to identify who that is.
Well, it's Hamid, the Bahrainian, a man with a East African history to him, and he's sticking in the sort of kick here which might start to stretch the field. And bear in mind, you mentioned the Australian there, Archie Noakes, but he's actually a minute slower than many of the athletes in this field, so he is able to canter around at the front there, largely because one or two of these other men, like Yehoon, you can see there, the Ethiopian, have yet to deliver any sort of meaningful challenge. But now Yehoon is going to the front. He's saying, right, let's make a race of this.
Well, they've just covered 4 laps now, and it almost seen Yehoon. He says, right, okay, enough is enough. He has gone to the front. He's not shifted the pace significantly, and I'm just watching him glance to the side. Mandela from Kenya, and he's looking even further to the side, and this is his teammate Bile from Ethiopia in there. And it is very much like watching a game of chess at the moment. Who's going to make what move? Who's going to counteract it? Is it a serious move, or is it just a move to just get yourself in a position just in case a kick does come in, just in case someone does make a more significant move? And we're just coming up now to 2 kilometers on the clock. Again, just inside 3 minutes. So we're only operating just slightly inside 15 minutes at the moment. And some of the best men in this field have got personal bests, almost 2 minutes faster than this. So what? Some 500 meters, in fact, faster than what we're operating at the moment.
We're seeing some fairly odd tactics from the 2 Eritreans at the moment. Mabratu, who stuck himself out for a brief period, almost towards the back of the field, has made a little bit more ground just at the back of that leading group. Now, bear in mind, he's got a lifetime best of 13:04. Now, I can remember the days when we got very, very excited about the first man to ever break 13 minutes for the 5,000 metres. That was back in the middle of the 80s when we had the likes of David Moorcroft and one or two others. Syed Awita, of course, another athlete who took the world record at that distance. And Mabratu, a teenager here, he himself, well, you can just see him in that group, but he's around about 12th or 13th spot at the moment. He's capable of going very close to 13 minutes, but he did drop himself out. As you can see, there is Samuel. He's the athlete with 14 on his shorts. Mabratu, you can just see him there going through the picture, right at the back of that leading group.
Well, there is some pushing and shoving, and there's a few words being said between certain athletes. A couple of the Ethiopian athletes, they weren't happy with the South African Van der Berg there. And it is so tough when you're operating at this clipping of heels. Well, somehow we've negotiated halfway through this race already, and really, apart from a few athletes who've just dropped off the back of this pace, we've still got around about 18 athletes who are all within 10 meters of each other as they go down the back stretch and into the sun. The sun's just setting, actually. It's high into that stand on the back straight, and the athletes are now actually benefiting from some covered seating now. That's moved onto the back straight, and all of the track indeed is not in the sunshine anymore, so it has gone cooler. Perfect conditions, you would think, for world-class 5,000 meter running. But this is not a world-class time that we're going to see. This is a true run championship race. And Mandela from Kenya, whether he wants to be at the front or whether he's found himself at the front, Mandela from Kenya comes to the front with 2,000 meters to go.
Well, Mandela, I think if he does win here, that will guarantee headlines around the world. His name ensures that. Out in front, but he's got plenty of company there. If you look at the Ethiopian, just a stride or two behind that. Out in front, but he's got plenty of company there. If you look at the Ethiopian, just a stride or two behind that. Out in front, but he's got plenty of company there. If you look at the Ethiopian, just a stride or two behind that. Out in front, but he's got plenty of company there. see they're in third and fourth place. If you look at the Ethiopian just a stride or two behind that. Out in front, but he's got plenty of company there. You can see they're in third and fourth place. If you look at there, with only two men behind him in that leading group. One of those is the American.
Just seeing a couple of Japanese who are all within 10 metres of each other.
The Ethiopian just a stride or two behind that. Out in front, but he's got plenty of company there. You can see they're in third and fourth place. If you look at
They're still going well.
with only two men behind him in that leading group. One of those is the American.
Just seeing a couple of Japanese who are all within 10 metres of each other.
The Ethiopian just a stride or two behind that. Out in front, but he's got plenty of company there. You can see they're in third and fourth place. If you look at with only two men behind him in that leading group. One of those is the American. 12 men.
Seeing a couple of Japanese who are all within 10 metres of each other.
The Ethiopian just a stride or two behind that. Out in front, but he's got plenty of company there. You can see they're in third and fourth place. If you look at with only two men behind him in that leading
I'm not counting them around about
group. One of those is the American.
And is this the first time Jan Hune there at the front? He's looking to the side. Belay, they did this a couple of laps ago. Belay's always trying to follow him. Yahune's saying, are you there? Are you going there with me? Well, 1,200 metres to go there. And Casey from Ireland just coming through. 3 laps to go. And it is who has got that speed in their legs over that last 1,500 metres. It is going to come down to the kickers. And we can see now going down the back straight, we have got 5 men who seem to have broke away from the rest of the field. I'm just watching there as Mataruta there from Eritrea. I think he's trying to get back on the back of there. He is indeed, as is Samuel. They've actually managed to do that. Well, you think those athletes at the front, they had got that gap. You would think that they would try to have put their foot down, guarantee there was 5 of them clear. But 4 more athletes have managed to tag on the back, so we are still got 9 athletes coming down with 2 laps to go in this men's 5,000 metres World Athletics Championship final. And it is the 2 Ethiopians at the moment who are side by side, saying that the pace has slowed again. It's certainly not sped up. It's definitely 9 men who are still in this race, this championship race with 700 metres to go. Yahune there, Belay does look like he's working the harder of the 2.
We just noticed there 1 or 2 little hand signals between the 2 Eritreans. Mabratu just looking there and actually getting a little push from behind there from his teammate Samuel. And now goes Mabratu. Having been given the push by Samuel, Mabratu has kicked for the front and he's taken 2 of the Ethiopians with him.
Well, Mabratu was the athlete who finished 5th here last year. He was 4th in the shorter distance, the 3,000 metres. It was a vital push to the front from Matabratu, but it is Hayanu there of Ethiopia. Beelu trying to go with him. Is Ethiopian
He's kicked for the front and he's taken 2 of the Ethiopians with him.
Well, Mabratu was the athlete who finished 5th here last year. He was 4th in the shorter distance, the 3,000. In all the work he can, the Ethiopian on the back 1,000 metres. It was a vital push to the front from Matabratu, but it is Hayanu there of Ethiopia. Beelu trying to go with him.
He's kicked for the front and he's taken 2 of the Ethiopians with him.
Well, Mabratu was the athlete who finished 5th here last year. He was 4th in the shorter distance, the 3,000 metres to go. All the work he can, the Ethiopian on the back 1,000 metres. It was a vital push to the front from Matabratu, but it is Hayanu there of Ethiopia. Beelu trying to go with him.
He's kicked for the front and he's taken 2 of the Ethiopians with him.
Well, Mabratu was the athlete who finished 5th here last year. He was 4th in the shorter distance, the 3,000 metres to go. All the work he can, Ethiopian on the back 1,000 metres. It was a vital push to the front from Bratu, but it is Hayanu of Ethiopia. Beelu trying to go with him.
His kick for the front, and he's taken two of the Ethiopians with him.
Well, Bratu was the athlete who finished 5th here last year. He was 4th in the shorter distance, the 3,000. All the work he had, the Ethiopian on the back 1,000 metres. It was a vital push to the front from Bratu, but it is Hayanu of Ethiopia. Beelu trying to go with him.
His kick for the front, and he's taken two of the Ethiopians with him.
Well, Bratu was the athlete who finished 5th here last year. He was 4th in the shorter distance, the 3,000. All the work he had, the Ethiopian on the back 1,000 metres. It was a vital push to the front from Bratu, but it is Hayanu of Ethiopia. Beelu trying to go with him.
His kick for the front, and he's taken two of the Ethiopians with him.
Well, Bratu was the athlete who finished 5th here last year. He was 4th in the shorter distance, the 3,000. All the work he had, the Ethiopian on the back 1,000 metres. It was a vital push to the front from Bratu, but it is Hayanu of Ethiopia. Beelu trying to go with him.
His kick for the front, and he's taken two of the Ethiopians with him.
Well, Bratu was the athlete who finished 5th here last year. He was 4th in the shorter distance, the 3,000. All the work he had, the Ethiopian on the back 1,000 metres. It was a vital push to the front from Bratu, but it is Hayanu of Ethiopia. Beelu trying to go with him.
His kick for the front, and he's taken two of the Ethiopians with him.
Well, Bratu was the athlete who finished 5th here last year. He was 4th in the shorter distance, the 3,000. All the work he had, the Ethiopian on the back 1,000 metres. It was a vital push to the front from Bratu, but it is Hayanu of Ethiopia. Beelu trying to go with him.
His kick for the front, and he's taken two of the Ethiopians with him.
Well, Bratu was the athlete who finished 5th here last year. He was 4th in the shorter distance, the 3,000. All the work he had, the Ethiopian on the back 1,000 metres. It was a vital push to the front from Bratu, but it is Hayanu of Ethiopia. Beelu trying to go with him.
His kick for the front, and he's taken two of the Ethiopians with him.
Well, Bratu was the athlete who finished 5th here last year. He was 4th in the shorter distance, the 3,000. All the work he had, the Ethiopian. Well, we'll be able to click. It was a vital push to the front. Up. Here are the medalists: Hayanu of Ethiopian, Bratu of Eritrea, and Samuel of Eritrea, improving his medal from last year. Bele, it was from Ethiopia, hung on to 4th position, and Kibet did indeed from Uganda come through for 5th position. Kibate from Kenya, 4th position. Yoshioku from Japan finishing in 7th position to back up his national junior record from earlier this year.